up, YouTube? Sounds too good. I never trust it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for another video. Thank y'all for tuning in for another video. Welcome back. I'm headed to my second job right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I told y'all I picked up a second gig, help out. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I got a family. I got a wife. I ain't doing nothing during the week sometimes, so I just said, you know what? I'm gonna get me another job. But I want to talk about something. And I want to talk about the corporate ladder. And I know some of y'all been at y'all jobs 25, 30 years. I just want to add something for you long-time employees. I'm finna ask y'all real quick about something. She always taking a good spot, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna make it short and simple and quick. Shoot. So tell me this, man. If I've been a 2-year, 3-year employee and I'm looking to stay at the company for a little while, to make some, you know what I'm saying, make some time in the company, build my reputation and all that. But I got supervisors and managers and team lead people who been at their spot, their position for the last 10 to 15 years, and ain't nowhere for them to go, and they ain't going nowhere unless they make up a whoop-de-doo, Scooby-Doo position for them. What about that 2 to 3 year employee that's trying to grow within the company, and he can't grow or she can't grow because everybody's staying in their said spots? So how you supposed to climb the corporate ladder if you can't even go around and climb? Especially some jobs, they translate. So suppose you work in you're a salesman, then you become a sales manager, then you become the sales specialist or some junk. But you work in a warehouse and you're a warehouse employee, but you're trying to be a team lead. The team lead been in his spot for the last 10 years. And then his supervisor been in his spot the last 10 years. His boss been in his spot the last 10, 15 years. How you supposed to climb the corporate ladder? You supposed to switch a whole entirely new position? Or you go somewhere else? I say go somewhere else. Don't bet on your company and make sure you get where you need to go. Don't bet on them. You have to bet within yourself. And that's, and it sounds harsh, especially if you is a long-time employee. You hear that coming from somebody. Hey, sometimes it's best to move on, bro. A lot of people like to be complacent and stick where they at, but that's bull. If you show the time, you show the dedication, the grit, and you want to move somewhere else, you want to move up and you can't, you ain't gonna be motivated to come to work. You ain't gonna be motivated to stay there long. Hell no. Tell the truth. Are you gonna be motivated to stay at your job if you trying to move up, move around, and you can't? No, you're not. And they don't care if you don't feel as if you can stay at your job, move around, or move up. They don't care. They do not care. A place that has a high turnover rate. Now, I ain't talking about the last few months. I'm talking about, we gotta look at it from a yearly standpoint. How many people have left or quit your job within a year? 2 years, 3 years. How many employees have walked in them doors and walked out and never came back? That's how I look at the shit. So you do your 2 years, get everything you need out of that company, and you move on. All these benefits and stuff they offering, bro, you can go get it yourself. You paying for it anyway. It ain't free. You paying for the viz, you paying for the dental, you paying for the health care. It's not free. You paying for the 401k plan. 401k, that ain't nothing to bet on. Now, the people who got it now, that's been in their job 25, 30 years, they gonna experience the full benefits of 401k. Us, 30 years old, 25, 21, and ain't gonna be no 401k. It ain't gonna be worth a damn because you still gonna have to work by the time you get to cash that out. And most people I know uses their 401k before they even retire. They buy a car, a house, or what have you, because they just don't make enough money. And they stand complacent at their company instead of trying to move on and better themselves. Sometimes betting yourself, you have to relocate sometimes. So how you supposed to climb the corporate ladder if everybody in the corporate ladder ain't moving up the ladder? Explain that to me, folks. You explain that to me, you give me an honest answer of why people stay in the same position instead of move pieces around like chess and checkers. Because in order to win a game of chess and checkers, you got to move your pieces around, don't you? Sometimes you got to set yourself up in the right position to succeed. And you can say, well, maybe they got their pieces in the right spot. You can't keep somebody at the same spot for years. That's bull. It's gonna come to time where that employee gonna be like, you know what? I can't stay at this spot for too long. I need to move. I need to get up. You know what I'm saying? I need to get on up. You know what I'm saying? Do something else. I've been on the porch too long. It's time to get out the porch. And they can't. Where you think they gonna go? They gonna quit. They're gonna go somewhere else. How many employees you work with, coworkers you work with, cool people, hardworking, but one day you walked in to work and they gone. They left. But I seen this shit since I started the workforce. And I noticed then, if you really want something for yourself, you gotta go get it yourself. You can't depend on this company. But I just need that question answered. If I want to move up the corporate ladder, but everybody else that's above me ain't climbing it, how I'm supposed to climb it? Answer that for me. Well, I already know the answer. Go somewhere else. Find a different ladder to climb. Don't depend on them. Bet on yourself. But I want y'all feedback and y'all answers to let your boy Big Ty know what's happening, because I see it for the last 5 to 10 years. I've seen people staying in their spots to 25 to 30 years and they not retiring. They not. People are not. Usually when people retire, they start opening up spots. But people are not retiring. People are still working 65, 75 years old. Still working, boy. So holler back at your boy. When it sounds too good, I never trust him, man. Leave your like, comment, subscribe. Leave your thoughts, opinions on this video. I sure appreciate it. 1.